just been making trick or treat bags for this year. These are for you guys. I used to do these a lot. I don't recall doing them last year. I might have done something. I really can't remember, but they became a bit of a tradition with my shop throughout the whole of October. I will be popping trick or treat bags into your orders. But just to give you an idea of what they contain, there's a whole mix, like all of the bags are different and they're all mixed up now. I made some coupon codes earlier, so there's a variety of different discount codes ranging from 10 to 30% off. There's enamel pins in there, there's washi tapes, there's badges, there's postcards, there's bookmarks, there's sweets, candy for my USA followers, and there's a mix of all of that in the bags. Some of the bags have more than one thing in them. Most of them have more than one thing in them. There's also wooden pins in there. There's just a whole variety of things in these bags, and I love to do them each and every year just to give back to you all a little bit more and also celebrate my favourite time of year in the shop. I absolutely love it, and I also got my badge press out earlier for the first time in months. It was a little bit dusty, but yeah, cleaned it off and pressed some badges, and then spent nap time the little bear is currently taking doing these for you all and doing a little bit of admin. So I've got some orders to pack, and this one is for one of my patrons. What my patrons do as well, I've also got these to pop into orders. So my patrons a lot of the time will say, can you just hold the order back and pack it with my Patreon Happy Mail? And I love that because it saves a little bit of postage, but also it's less waste as well. So thank you to my lovely patrons. This is your September Happy Mail, and I'm going to pop it in the post on Monday because it's now, yeah, it's the 30th of September, so it's right at the end of the month, which is when I do post my Patreon Happy Mail out, end of every month. And then I can make a start on October Patreon stuff. Oh, big stretch. And now it's time to go and wake the bear up. Last night was the first night in weeks that he's actually slept through the night, so it was very much appreciated. Hello, so I have been sewing today. Let me just pull this blind down because it's a little bit bright. It's still a little bit bright. I've been sewing this morning. It's Wednesday again, and I have about an hour left before my son gets home. So I'm going to clean my bathroom in a moment because trying to do that whilst he's here, always a nightmare. So I've been sewing and using up all of my fabric scraps. I need to make more of this one, but I've ran out of the gold coloured lining, so I'm going to see what I have in my stash. Because I like to line them, it finishes them off a lot nicer, and it also makes them, in my opinion, longer lasting as well, because there's no raw edges on the inside get caught on things and start fraying. So this way they're really sturdy and they last a lot longer. There's some foxy ones. I think I can make more of these because I have lining and I've got more fox fabric. I've not got very much. I've got one of the wildflowers. I dug this scrap fabric out from my drawer. This one's got a lilac lining. There's two froggy ones. This one has got sage green lining. This one's also sage green, but it's little toadstools. I think this is the very last of this one too. And then I have some Christmassy ones. So I'm going to make more, but for now I'm just whizzing my way through as much of my fabric stash as I possibly can. Just trying to use it all up, and yeah, these will be available on the shop real soon. I've actually got some more wooden Christmas hanging decorations coming and some little wooden charms on the way, so once they're here I'll show you, and then I'll pop everything in the shop together and do one shop update. Hello, it's a lovely crisp autumnal Saturday morning, and James has just taken Little Bear to the park so that I can get some sewing done, because as you all know by now, I can't sew when he's in the house because it's too loud. So I do my work when he's asleep or when he's out of the house entirely, and sewing is just one of those things that has to wait until he's not around. That sounds awful, doesn't it? So I've been working my way through making lots and lots of Christmas stockings. So I've had some comments asking for when these are going to come back. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I've also been making a few one-off pouches with the remnant fabrics. This thing here that you can hear scraping about, I'm just waiting for my iron to heat up, and then I'm going to iron these edges, fold them over again, and this is going to be a hanging art piece. I just want to make sure that the edges are nice and crisp, nice and neat. And then I've got all of these stockings to work my way through, but I've also, with the very, very small bits of fabric, I've been making some fabric bookmarks. So they're nice, sturdy, they've got board inside of them. So that's what they look like on the bag. I've actually used up all of my offcuts of backing boards for these. So these are all offcuts that I've been stashing. So when I send prints out or send them to stockists and things, which is usually what these things are for, I save the offcuts. So they're either A4, A5 or square. I just save these, and I've been wrapping my fabric around them to make bookmarks, just to use up as much fabric as I can and, you know, end up with as little waste as possible. So all of these, because they're all going to be a little bit different, I will probably list them like individually. And all of this, I'm going to probably do one last shop update for the year, and it's also going to include some Christmas decorations other than these. So I've got some wooden things coming, some wooden charms, and yeah, I think I'll probably pop this video out at the same time so that you can see everything together. So this morning I needed to nip out and go and get some lunch bits for today, and I have wanted a replacement corkboard because my old one went in the loft for a bit, and I got it down a couple of weeks ago to put it back in my studio, and it like disintegrated. It was really old, but this was in the sale in Sainsbury's, so if you're looking for one, they're only £3 each, A3 size. And I wanted one to put all of my pins on, so that's what I'm going to do now.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word.
So I've actually got all of these pins to sort through, and I'm going to try and get them on here.
Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away.
Okay, so it's Wednesday again, but I don't have childcare today. It fell through. Just need to turn the computer on so I can put this on charge. But what I'm going to do is I put a big snuggly jumper on, and I'm going to watch some Disneyland Paris vlogs from Helena and Martin. They're always my favourites. And I'm going to sit and work on my spooky piece. I haven't done as much drawing as I would have liked to have done so far this month. Let me just get rid of that layer. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm doing a drawing challenge, and the prompts are from Anastasia Wessex, and there's only 4 of them, so the idea is you do one a week throughout October. I'm still on my first one and it's the 11th of October. That's how much drawing time I get. Not very much, but I'm up to date with everything else. Obviously I can't finish my sewing. I've only got 3 stockings left to make, and I have been, what have I been doing? I've been making all of these bookmarks, so these are going to be all going in the shop I'm going to do like an end of October shop update. There's all of these stockings still with 3 more to go, so they're all going to be going into the shop update. I don't know, I don't have a date yet. Let me just see when I approved the artwork for my charms, because what I have coming, I can't remember if I've already said this, so I apologise if I have, but I've got one last Christmas tree decoration coming, and I've got some little planner charms coming as well. So I just want to wait for those so I can do one final shop update for the year, and then everything will go on together. I've made myself a peppermint tea. It's very welcome because it's quite chilly today, which is much more appropriate weather for October. We've just had a bit of a heat wave here in England, which is very concerning considering we're now mid-October and we had like 23-degree heat around here. It was warmer elsewhere in England. It's very scary. But yeah, I'm gonna have some drawing time and have a bit of a chill time. Little Bear is asleep, he's got his music on, so hopefully I've got a good hour or so to get some bits done. Here is a very realistic representation of how things go at the moment. So I woke up this morning to this incredible wholesale order from the washi gang over in Australia, which is incredible. There is so many washi tapes here ready to be packed up and shipped off to Australia, and Little Bear has decided that he doesn't want a nap today, so I can't pack it up. I did come in here for an hour this morning. I've also just made myself a cup of tea, but it gets to a point where I have been waiting for him to go to sleep for long enough now, and it's now like 2:15. As his mama, I can just tell that it's not happening, so I'm gonna hopefully come back to this evening. I need to have a good sort out of this background clutter. I've also got his Christmas presents in here that I'm trying to hide. Oh my goodness, we're on 2% battery. Hopefully I can show you before my iPad keels over. But I'm nearly finished on the spooky tea piece. I just need to go in and do some highlights because I haven't really done a light source anywhere, which is something I'm trying to improve on. Apart from that lower, oh my goodness. Are you okay, buddy? Yeah, we're all good. I'll be with you in just a second. Apart from that lower pumpkin, that's got a bit of a glow about it, so hopefully I can get some bits done tonight. I need to just check over my wholesale inventory because so many washi tapes have gone, which feels so incredible. Thank you so much, washi gang. I need to do a newsletter for Patreon as well, and I did a scary thing earlier this week and I inquired about a nursery place for Little Bear for next spring. I wonder if I can have a sip of this before I need to go and... Oh, I inquired about nursery. What are you doing? And we're going to go and view one in a few weeks, in the start of November. We haven't secured a place for him or anything like that. We're at the very start of perhaps having him in nursery just for a few hours a week, just so that I can get some bits done, because as you've seen, it's really quite challenging, and yeah, I'm about to shut the door on my studio for the day and come back this evening. Bye. Are you okay, sausage? Lock the door. There we go. Okay, so it's now the evening. It is 20 to 9, and what I've been doing since putting my son to bed is I have been... Oh, that's really the wrong colour on this camera setting. Hang on a second. Okay, that's a lot more accurate, but again, it doesn't look as pretty as it does on the iPad in person. But I think I finished it. I'm going to come back with fresh eyes tomorrow, because I've been working on this one for days, just trying to figure out where I want all of my highlights and shadows to go, and all of the little details. There's loads of little mushrooms. Oh, I need to actually add a little bit of steam coming out of their mugs, and I've done a little glowy like pumpkin cupcake with a cinnamon stick inside, and there's some mushies down here. There's even a little spider, but the colours are coming off atrociously because of it being night time and the lighting. I've got my studio light on, but I have my son asleep on my camera, and I thought what I could do is just get all of these washi tapes stickered up ready to pack in the box tomorrow. There's 120 of them, so I can't quite believe it. That's amazing, and yeah, I'm just so grateful. So I'm gonna get all of these stickered up. Right, I have a fresh lot of stickers, put on all the washi tapes, so let's get cracking. Here we go, they're all stickered up, ready to box tomorrow. The order only came in this morning, but I like to get my orders out quickly. I don't like to keep people waiting. So although Little Bear didn't sleep today, hopefully tomorrow I can catch up, and James should be able to give me a hand as well with him, just in case. And then I can get all of these packed up safely and on their way to Australia. It's very cold and rainy today. Little Bear and I went out to do the food shop this morning, and it was very cold and very wet, but he's just gone to sleep, so let's pack this wholesale parcel. That could not be packed any neater or any more snug. They look so good together. honest, that autumn sun is so lovely, but also annoying at the same time. Hello everyone, it is Sunday afternoon. Luckily my son has had a nap today. We've had a bit of a rocky week. Bedtime has been a struggle. I've had nap time today to get all of this prepped, so my stuff is now stocked in Flutter and Fern in Carlisle, and I'm so upset that I can't go and visit because the shop looks absolutely stunning. If you don't know what I'm talking about, head on over to their Instagram, which I think is just Flutter and Fern HQ, but they have completely kitted the shop out and it's looking amazing. But my stuff's been doing really well already. I'm so chuffed to bits, and they've asked if I can send some more, so I've just been pricing up and putting all of these on the backing cards and things. I'm also going to send some pouches this time. Got a stack of stickers. I'm also going to send some single stickers, and I also need to package up some scrunchies and some lanyards. So I have had to tweak my packaging ever so slightly so that it's fit for display in an actual shop. I also actually have this stack of prints too that I'm going to work through and package up and price, but he's going to wake up in a minute, so I'm going to come back to these ones later. But for now I think I'm just going to print out the new packaging and get it on the Cricut machine. Hopefully the noise of the machine will wake him up gently because he's next door, and we'll go from there. I've just actually realised in order to use the Cricut machine I've got to move all of this, but if you could see my studio right now you'd know that there's no spare room anywhere. I need to just, the past few weeks once again I've been like, oh my goodness, an external studio would just be the dream, just to have like more room. I've got Christmas presents here, and my I need to use the printer in a minute as well. Who remembers Mr. Pig? Mr. Pig's wings fell off. I need to glue them back on. But yeah, I've just put a plant on my chair as well to move it out of the way so that I can use the printer, and it's just so much chaos in here all the time. It's a very small room though, so I just have to make the most of what I've got. Okay, consider this me manifesting more space. I'm trying to work my way through all of my stickers to send my stockist and alter my inventory on my website at the same time. And I thought I'd send them a variety of stickers. There's even more different ones in this pile. These are the ones that I've put like a sticker on the back of. Otherwise there's no sort of telling, who made the sticker. So yeah, there's loads of different ones in here. I'm so excited for them to open this box because it's gonna be like Christmas. Hello, I'm having to be super quiet because my son has just had a really hard time getting to sleep. I've only got about an hour, so I'm going to pop a film on, and I have been stringing these up, so I've got like little charms And I need to put twine onto all of these frogs. Aren't they funny and so cute? I can't wait to see one on my own tree this year. I'm going to save one for myself. And I've also been making just a few pairs of earrings as well with the charms as well. And I need to package these up somehow. I've got some backing cards that I made for previous earrings. But yeah, I'm just gonna twine all of these up, I think, and just try and relax a little bit.